The Digital Market Study, conducted in accordance with the Competition Act of 2007 and the Consumer Protection Act of 2014, provides essential insights into the current state of the digital market and identifies key areas for improvement. On Wednesday, April 9, 2025, the GCCPC hosted a validation workshop for its digital market study, which is described by officials as a pivotal moment in the Commission's ongoing efforts to enhance competition and consumer protection in the Gambia's rapidly evolving digital landscape.
Today we come together to discuss and validate the findings of this study. As we know, the digital market is evolving. I think that is why ECA decided to choose this market, because especially for Africa, we are still catching up when it comes to the digital market. We still don't have up-to-date laws that deals with the digital market, and even the rules are not very clear in terms of the segregation of rules when it comes to the regulatory framework and even the players themselves. So I think this is the first study of its kind to look in depth into an emerging sector, to discuss frankly some of the issues both at the regulatory level and at private sector level, to ensure that we all come together today to develop rules and guidelines on how the sector should operate.
Chairperson of the GCCPC Board of Directors, Yasin Senghor, stressed the significance of the findings, revealing that the study involved participation from 9 ECOWAS member states. She explained that the report aims to promote and protect consumer rights while addressing pressing competition concerns within the Gambia's digital sector.
This study is essential in the sense that it assesses the state of competition and consumer welfare in the digital marketplace in the Gambia and gives us an opportunity to come up with recommendations and solutions to make the market more competitive and consumer-oriented. The study has revealed the existence of competition and consumer protection issues, which include regulatory barriers for market entry, refusal to deal, lack of interoperability, false and misleading adverts, personal data and privacy issues. The study also identified inadequate regulatory framework and inadequate infrastructure as major obstacles to growth in the digital market.
The study uncovered a range of competition issues, including restrictions on cross-border remittances among ECOWAS countries, a lack of competition neutrality, and vertical integration practices that hinder fair competition. Other identified challenges include refusal to deal, inadequate provision of USSD services, and concerns regarding data security, poor customer service, and consumer trust in digital wallets. Consumer issues were also highlighted, with false advertising, privacy concerns, and a general lack of awareness identified as significant barriers to consumer protection. The report further pointed to an inadequate regulatory framework and insufficient infrastructure, particularly in ICT, and stable electricity supply as major obstacles to the growth of the digital market. Ibrahima Tambajang, a representative from the ECOWAS Regional Competition Authority, ERCA, reiterated the importance of collaboration with national authorities to combat anti-competitive practices. He commended the GCCPC for its proactive approach in addressing these challenges and noted the establishment of a regional framework for consumer protection.
It was through the collaboration mechanism with national competition experts that ECA was able to commission and successfully complete market study on digital markets in our region. I am happy to note that the Gambia is ahead of most other countries in our sub-region when it comes to the adoption and implementation of competition and consumer protection laws. The validation workshop we are witnessing today is a testament to that fact. The Gambia is the first among all the countries that took part in the study to present their report for validation. Thanks to the dedication and commitment of the government of the Gambia, the GCCPC, and other relevant national stakeholders. This is indeed a very commendable initiative and an important milestone towards the implementation of competition and consumer law.
Jairus Sanyang, the Deputy Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Trade, underscored the potential of digital markets to drive economic growth in the Gambia, particularly for micro, small, and medium enterprises that form the backbone of the economy. He emphasized that embracing the digital market is crucial for unlocking growth, creating jobs, and enhancing both local and international trade opportunities.
I want to emphasize that today's validation is not just a formal exercise, but provides an opportunity for engagement to redefine the regulatory structure of the digital market in the Gambia.
The study primarily relied on data obtained through national switch, as some businesses were reluctant to share their financial information. According to the report, this limitation led to a reliance on inter-transaction data, which may not fully represent all banks, potentially affecting the accuracy of market share calculations. The lack of a comprehensive business database from regulators hampered also the Commission's ability to engage with all relevant businesses for feedback. Out of 2,000 questionnaires distributed to consumers, only 796 were completed, further constraining the data available for analysis. In light of the findings, the report recommended several key actions, including amending the Competition and Consumer Protection Acts, establishing a data and privacy law, implementing e-commerce regulations, and enhancing education and awareness initiatives to foster a more equitable digital market environment. The GCCPC officials say they are committed to taking the necessary steps to address these challenges and promote a more competitive and consumer-friendly digital landscape in the Gambia. Maria Madem, reporting for Star TV News.